Here with another video where I share my thoughts and opinions on someone or something going on in this wacky weird wrestling world. As you can tell by the title below, this video will be a video where I share my thoughts and opinions on if Carmelo Hayes is being wasted in the WWE on the main roster. Would love to know some of your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. It would be greatly appreciated by yours truly. And when it comes to Carmelo Hayes, I know that he was a wrestler for I think 8 years or around that time period, from 2014 up until I think it was 2021 on the independent scene. Eventually signed with WWE, made his NXT TV debut. Again, if I remember right, 2021. It was towards the end of the black and gold era, beginning part of 2.0 era kind of deal, and I think that was 2021 for NXT. And I've been a fan, supporter, mark, whatever terminology you would want to use for Carmelo Hayes, the wrestler. Again, I don't know him, the human, and he was called up about a year ago, or within the last year, to WWE's main roster, and I personally was expecting more from him, or at least from WWE Creative, I should say, from him kind of deal on the main roster. I expected Braun Breaker to do what he's been doing on one brand, Carmelo Hayes being the equivalent on the other brand kind of deal. That was my thoughts, that was my kind of prediction for it. And all of that stuff once he made the transition from NXT to main roster full time. And needless to say, that has not happened. I know that he's a former WWE's been pushing former first round draft pick in the 2024 draft, but I was expecting more. I had some hope in the fall that he would, with him and who was it? Andrade was who it was, and look what happened with him after. But I was expecting him and or Andrade, hopefully both, to be kind of pushed after that best of 7, have Carmelo win the US Championship, have a nice run with it, unlike what they did with Shinsuke from, what was it, Survivor Series up until the Royal Rumble. Maybe it was Elimination Chamber, early 2025, either way. But yeah, when it comes to Carmelo, I think he, again, this is not me blaming Carmelo kind of deal. It's more of, I expected creative to be relatively even towards him and Braun Breaker. Again, one, like, if Carmelo Hayes was doing something similar to what Braun Breaker's been doing on Raw, but be the SmackDown equivalent kind of deal, I would not be making this video. Do I think he's being wasted? Yeah, but he's also still relatively young in wrestling. I know that he's been wrestling for a decade-ish, if you want to include his independent thing, but he's like 31 years old. He's a little bit younger than me, but still within the same age bracket, so there's still hopefully more of a career in front of him. But I was expecting more from him, not necessarily from him, but more so from creative kind of deal. He's good in the ring, he can handle his own, or he can handle his own on the microphone. Gimmick could be there kind of deal. I don't want to say this generation's MVP, because nothing against MVP. I'm talking about like the 05, 06, 07 MVP kind of deal. Carmelo Hayes could have been something like that, but different, obviously. But when it comes to Carmelo Hayes, is he being wasted? For myself personally, yes. Hopefully, whether it's within WWE or otherwise, he is able to do his thing to the fullest. And nothing against his team that he did with Miz, but it's the Miz kind of deal, and not necessarily serious contention for the US title like he was last fall during that best of 7 with Andrade. But yeah, is he being wasted? For myself personally, yes. I would love to know your thoughts and opinions on it down in the comments below. It would be greatly appreciated if you hit the like, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Of course, you don't have to if you don't want to, but it would mean a lot to myself if you did. Treat yourself as well as possible, mentally, emotionally, and physically, because you deserve the absolute best without a shadow of a doubt.